The new book, Star Wars: The Secrets of the Sith, provides new information regarding the Dyad. This information confirms previous observations and theories made by the Reylo community, and provides hope for Ben Solo's return. Despite Lucasfilm's announcements that nothing was really planned for the sequel trilogy, the evidence speaks for itself that Reylo was planned. According to the documentary, The Secrets of the Force Awakens, A Cinematic Journey, Rick Carter provided insight to the pre-production stage of Episode 7. He stated, "I think we should be considering how to create iconography that relates to this journey that these two people are going to take in the next generation." Rick goes on to state that he entered the project to answer the question, what is the relevance of the Force today? The only iconography of the sequel trilogy is of Rey and Kylo Ren. The Dyad is the answer to the question, and it's one of unity. To put it bluntly, the Dyad is the Force. The father of the Mortis gods is the one that governs both the light and the dark. He chooses which sibling has the momentary dominance, so one cannot cease the other's control. The father even said to Anakin that too much dark and light would be the destruction of all in the galaxy. This goes back to Rey's first lesson in The Last Jedi. She saw the destruction and creation cycles of the Force. There's a time for death. There's a time for life. There's a time for submission. There's a time for dominance. There's a time for selfishness, and a time for selflessness. And the times with Ben and Rey in perfect unity become that balance. In the hut on Ahch-To, in the throne room, in confrontation with Sidious. The Force is in the middle. It never sides with either extreme. Only when Ben is Kylo Ren does he act as the son of the Mortis gods. Forsaken, misunderstood, an iron fist for the galaxy. But when he is reborn as Ben Solo, he becomes himself once more. He becomes the person Leia saw in her womb, a pulsing, living band of light with a vein of dark, a person of balance. Just as Adam Driver observed, as long as Ben's with Rey, he has found his purpose. Likewise, when Rey is with Ben, she has found her balance, her purpose. The Last Jedi art book gives the example of the first iconography of Ben and Rey. Although the Kylo Kira Force Smash appears in the Last Jedi art book, it was created as concept art for The Force Awakens. The first thing I talked about with Ryan was the mirror cave. These concepts were still vibing off of the Rick Carter guided imagery. Let's talk about place and tone and where we are. Going forward principles. What are Rey's conflicts? This image reflects a little bit of the Kylo-Rey Force connections, as well as the duality of light and dark, good and evil. Some of these were being pulled from what I knew of The Force Awakens, but also little glints of information from Ryan, and mirroring the cave in Empire. Rey's quest in all of this is finding what to do with this power she's been given, and who is going to help her find the right way to use it. The mirror cave didn't give her the answers that she sought, just like the cave didn't give answers to what Luke sought. It gave her the answer to who she was, one half of a dyad. Those two figures walking and merging as one were not her parents. They were her and Ben. Remember, the concept art was of two people merging into one. They don't just identify as individuals. They identify as two that are one. You see this understanding demonstrated in the Secrets of the Sith, the iconography of the cosmic dyad. it shows two people becoming one. Notice the circles of light around the hand positions. They align with the mortise painting. But unlike that painting, this image only has two people. There's no father. There is no middleman to choose which child has dominance at the moment. The mortise gods died. The siblings would never get along. They were too immature. They had no harmony of vision or oneness of mind. The Dyad is the replacement of the mortise gods. Instead of having a father manage the fight between a son and daughter, the Force created a husband and wife, a divine couple in its own image. They are united in harmony and intimacy. You see this image sharing one eye to see the world with one vision. The Dyad sees what the world needs. Going down the line of that image, you see the two holding hands, combining the light and the dark, making them one as the Force is one, because essentially, that's what the Force is. The power comes when they are together. Just as the third piece of iconography shows, the prime Jedi mosaic found in the Temple of Ahch-To. The light and dark in meditation, and the unity is in the center, where the two hands touch. The Force is neither a son or daughter, neither the dark or light. The Dyad is the physical manifestation of the Force. The Jedi lost their way. The Jedi were meant to keep the balance in check, yet they became purely focused on the light. Yoda said to Luke, "We are what they grow beyond." And that's what the Dyad is supposed to do to usher in a new era, to grow beyond with refined Jedi sight. For this era to start, Ben must come back. He's been waiting 1,000 years to do so. And he can, because the Dyad has unlimited power. It's as powerful as life itself. The Dyad is the Force, and nothing can stop what the Force wills to be.